There's this 80s British indie film called Distant Voices Still Lives, which I reviewed a while ago on this channel, but I was harsh on it. But to be fair, it's one of those films where you kind of have to study a few times, watch a few times, because it's kind it's a very unique film. Let's put it that way. When I say unique, I mean it has a very bizarre narrative, and there's a lot of music, but there's not. It's not a really like a full blown musical like The Sound of Music or South Pacific. But at the same time, the music that is presented in this is brilliant. It is essentially divided up into two films. The first one, Distant Voices, which is more like an anecdotal bit, and Still Lives, which is more of a normal sort of normally told bit. And yeah, the movie is about this family, about this working class family in England, and they grew and these kids grew up with an abusive father, played wonderfully by Pete Postlethwaite, and they grew up all scarred and really seeking love, the love that they never got as children. But when they grow up, even though they don't know great love because of their father and stuff, they still try all that they possibly can to get it. They try to get all love they possibly can through marriage, through music. They try to be happy as much as they possibly can be, and that's ultimately what I loved about the music, about the film. Sorry, was the essence of the film, try to be happy no matter what the cost. So the first half of the film with Pete Postlethwaite, and then when they're looking back on their lives, it's as said, it's it's very unique sort of narrative. There's all these flashbacks and flashbacks in flashbacks, and then then it progresses a little bit. Then there's some more flashbacks on top of that. So this is one of those films where it's best to study. It's best to watch multiple times, because at first glance it does look like the whole movie is that first half. Sorry, is just bits of scenes just thrown in at random at one another, see which things stick. But the more you watch it, the more you look at it, the more you'll eventually end up seeing how deliberate everything was in why they were placed in certain spots in the first half. But of course, nobody can not deny the good of the music. I get it, not everyone likes opera, and opera is plagued in quite a few scenes throughout the film. You know, even aside from the opera, there's still some really good music with, like, whenever they're whenever they're singing at the bar or singing at home. The music is beautiful. It's wonderful stuff. And the other thing that I really liked about the film was the general look. In the second half of the film, when we drift away from the anecdotes of the kids growing up, it has this golden glow, this golden hue to it that really gets that just makes it shimmer in such beautiful ways. So the other thing that I liked about this film was it's short, but we still get so much crammed in about who each of these people are, each one of these characters. Like, it's been a couple days since I've seen the film. I forget their names, but we get to know so much about each of these characters in such a short amount of time, from when they're children to like sometime after they get married. And it's just so it's just so great how everything ties together, and how all these themes can be handled in such a rich form. I love this film. Yeah, like as you can see, I was kind of like at a loss for words for this because it was so good. It's true. I haven't always liked this film, but it's just one of those things to see multiple times. Because the more you get it, the more you'll like it. I'll give Distant Voice Still Lives from 1988 4 stars. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you again next time.